So today's first session of NCERT economy. Yes. So I'll be spending some time on why we should prepare for economy, and then how NCERT is supposed to prepare for exam. Then for UPSC preparation, what should be the approach for economy, and our course of NCERT economy. So we'll be covering certain aspects. So first, just casual question, nothing to worry. Why should we study economy? First of all, why should we write UPSC exam? Come on dear, why do you want to write UPSC exam? Afternoon time, sir. What question you are asking? Come on, randomly I'm asking. You can tell any other answer. No negative marking, nothing to worry. Why do you want to prepare for UPSC? To serve nation, to transform India into Vikasit Bharat. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, Sabka Vishwas. Yes. So different people have different reasons. Let me openly ask a question. Why do you want to get succeeded in civil services exam? Can I say? You want to improve your socio-economic status? Can I say? One of the reasons. Correct. So what does it mean? Everybody is ambitious. Everybody wants to improve their socio-economic status. So when we were studying, parents told, study properly 10th standard. After 10th standard, what did they say? Only intermediate. Now what are they saying? Oh, graduation. After graduation, what are they saying? Oh my God. So after that, what they are saying? Oh, job. So what does it mean? Human needs will never end at all. Can we say that? Human needs will never end at all. Even after getting clearing civil services also, still some needs will be there. Chief Secretary, Cabinet Secretary, Principal Secretary, IAS spouse. So what does it mean? Economics or economy is all about how do we manage our resources to satisfy our needs. It might be an individual, it might be a family, it might be a government, it might be a society, it may be a country, it may be together as we, the planet Earth. So the reason why we have studied economy or the reason why they're conducting exam. Suppose recently I've done some shopping, you selected a dress. What parameters did you consider while selecting a dress? Come on. Ajio, Myntra, Tantra, Flipkart, Amazon. Did you do any shopping? Yes. How did you select? Based on what parameters did you select? Size. Very good. Color. Nice. Quality. Ratings. Oh my God. Offers. Price. Suppose a dress is very nice. Cost is just 99,999 rupees. Only. What will you do? రెండు చేతులు జేబులో పెట్టుకొని నడుచుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోవడమే. కలర్, బ్రాండ్, సైజ్, ప్రైస్, వెరీ గుడ్. సో we will select a dress if our certain parameters are satisfied, correct? Unless we feel value for money, we don't select it. Similarly, UPSC is also looking for certain qualities. See, when you are so careful in selecting a dress, how careful they should be in selecting an officer for next 25 to 35 years. So they also are looking for some qualities. So that's the reason why exam is conducted. In prelims, what is going to happen? Or in prelims, what is the testing? Basically, they're trying to test in prelims. So overall, in GS paper 1, history, geography, polity, economy, general science, SNT, all that, we don't buy, sir. Simply we will walk off to Koti. Oh, nice. So which means, correct. So unless all is satisfied, we don't buy it. So they're testing certain qualities. So why should we study history? What is history? Come on, why should we study? Why should we study history? What is history? Your phone has history? Come on, did you delete some history? Some history is deleted. Yes. So something happened in the past. Out of that, we wanted to study certain economic activities or certain important events from which we don't want to repeat the mistakes again. Can we say that in simple? Did you go to Charminar? So why did we go to Charminar? What is the reason? History gives what happens in past which we did not experience. Oh my God. So different people go to Charminar for different purpose. So some people are going for shopping. Some people are going for a tour. For some people it's just a place to roam around. But it has some history. Then the word name Hyderabad has some history. Your name has history. Your surname has history. You can create history. You can be part of history. Yes. So past is history. Present is experiment. You can say. We don't know what is going to happen. Future is mystery. Future is mystery. Obviously, we don't know. Only present we have. So past is experience. Present is experiment. Future is expectation. So learn something from the experience and use that in the experiment so that your expectation becomes truth. So in simple, as a common man, how will you understand certain things which have happened in the past? That's the demand of the exam from history. Geography. Why should we study geography? Resources. Before you are being posted a particular area, what are the resources available? What is the population? Land, soil, vegetation, forest, rivers, dams. Correct? So tourist places. So it will provide us basic understanding of the resources that are available in that particular area. Polity. Why should we study polity? Why should we study polity? What is the reason for studying polity? So if you look at overall, some rules and regulations are there, which we supposed to know rules and regulations. Within the rules and regulations only we supposed to follow. Just because you're an IPS officer, a bullet is given to you, brown 9mm pistol is available. Can you shoot whomever you want? No, you can shoot with the camera, but not with the gun. There are some rules and regulations you're supposed to follow. So polity, what does it touch? It tells us what rules we're supposed to follow. What are the limitations? Correct. Sir, along with the power comes accountability. Along with the power comes accountability. We should be accountable for what happened. So coming to science and technology. Why should we study science and technology, sir? How do we use latest science and technology for the welfare of the people, for the welfare of the society? And coming to economy. So as an officer, how well you can manage the resources which are available for the welfare of public. So at various levels, from low level to the highest level, as a policy formulator, as an IAS officer, as a secretary, he'll be suggesting the government how best possible way we can use the resources which are available, which are very limited. Look at population of India. How much is population approximately? 150 crore plus and increasing every day. Look at the resources available. So population is growing in geometric progression. Resources are not even growing in arithmetic progression. We have to make a choice, dear. How do we use our limited resources? So that's the reason why economy is kept in the syllabus. In prelims, what is expected of you, sir? Conceptual clarity of the terms. Entire economy can be summarized into 100 to 150 words. Correctly, scientifically, logically, meaning of the term we are supposed to understand. When I say meaning of the term, it's not that we'll by heart the definition. It's not about by hearting the definition. It is understanding the scientifically, logically meaning of the word. So in mains, overview of the current burning topics that are related to economy. And every day we are using economy without knowing what is economy. So in simple, in prelims, roughly 15 to 20 questions. In mains, GS paper 3, approximately 150 plus marks are being asked from a subject called economy. So GS paper 3, economic growth and economic development. clearly syllabus is defined, chapter wise it is mentioned. But in prelims, simply one line is given. Economic growth and development in India, roughly. So around 15 to 20 questions are being asked in prelims. So in simple, so we're expecting from a student for the prelims basic conceptual clarity and interlinking of that with the current affairs in the newspaper. So the reason why we need to study economy, in fact, we are studying economy, we are applying economy without knowing that we are studying. Take your own family. How many are running in the family? Come on, dear, your own family. How many are running in the family? Mother, father, if siblings are there, all of them. How many are dependent in the family? So look at how effectively they are managing the resources. That is only is called as economy. Take your own example. How carefully you are spending your pocket money. First week of every month, last week of every month. Look at first week of every month, we are okay, casual. Why? Time is there, funds are there. Look at last week of every month. That is called as economy. Okay? So practically what is expected? Nobody is expecting to know MA economics, BA economics, not required. So also, we don't expect a student to know everything in economy. What is basic nature of economy questions in prelims? Very fundamental concepts. Questions are asked where we supposed to know basic understanding of the term. So, which means, in simple, if you look at, so whenever we talk about economy from exam perspective, how do we know what is expected of us, sir? Always look at previous prelims questions. Why look at previous prelims questions, sir? Previous prelims questions are man ki baat of the examiner. So when we say what is man ki baat of the examiner, we need to understand from exam perspective, what is that examiner is expecting? Various dimensions. Analyze, evaluate, positives, negatives, challenge, and overview. So if you look at all that, we need to understand from exam perspective. So in prelims, whenever I say this is a broad idea, it is not clear defined syllabus. It is roughly from previous prelims questions, we identified, okay, these are the topics, these are the chapters. And the beauty of the economy is such that for prelims, especially whenever we talk about overall syllabus, if you look at as such, from the previous prelims questions I'm talking about, and one more misconception that this is for prelim, this is for the mains, nothing like that. If you look at this year UPSC 2024 mains questions, direct question came, what are the reasons for food inflation in India? How effective quantitative tools are in addressing? So every topic we're supposed to know for both prelims as well as mains. So I'll roughly provide a basic understanding of the entire syllabus. Then we'll start one by one topic, NCERT topics. Okay? The purpose of NCERT course is, whether you are a MA economics student, whether you are a CA student, whether you are a doctor, whether you are an engineer, for everybody, when they read the newspaper, they need clarity of some of the terms which they are coming across on day-to-day life. Taxation, fiscal policy, Pigovian tax, FDI, FPI, stock market, bull, bear, so many terms will come across. So everybody, we should try to create a basic understanding of the knowledge. That is the purpose. Okay. So before we proceed with the syllabus, my name is Vishnu Reddy. I have been teaching economy for last 9 years. So I worked as administrative officer in ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. Worked as ACA in Intelligence Bureau. I cleared UGC NET and AP set in economics. So I'm qualified as JRF Assistant Professor for Economics. So I love teaching. That's the reason why I'm here. Out of syllabus, no need to remember. So not required. So, and this is my Telegram group, IAS Educare. So, my God, what is happening? Not responding. So IAS Educare, EDUCARE. This is my Telegram ID, IAS Educare by Vishnu sir. So in that every day I am posting economy updates also, current affairs update also. In fact, IT social optional also. So different folders are created: polity update, economy update, geography update, SNT update. So whenever you are having free time, you can just guess through, rough through, glance through. And coming to economy, apart from that, at least I expect you to look at two updates every day: economy update and Hindu editorial summary. I am providing Hindu editorial summary also every day. So at least these two, whenever you are free, just try to look at a glance. See, immediately you may not understand everything, but at least you'll get a rough idea from that what we should take for the exam perspective. So right now our knowledge is not enough to comprehend everything that is happening in the newspaper. Slowly your knowledge improves: history, geography, polity, SNT, economy. Once your basic foundation course gets completed, the way you look at newspaper, the way you look at the things, you will have a holistic understanding and interlinking of the knowledge. So till then, just when you read a newspaper, UPSC aspirant mind, okay, what is important for prelims, what is important for mains? From this topic, from which dimension question might come? That is our approach. Okay. So coming to syllabus as such, in prelims, if you look at 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, everybody asks the same question: sir, should we read all the NCERT books? Answer is no. Sir, why? UPSC does not have microeconomics. So UPSC does not have microeconomics. Microeconomics means graphs, theorems, charts, derivatives, and different types of economics will give the principles. See, that is for academic purpose. But for UPSC prelims, but for UPSC mains, only Indian economy is there. Microeconomics is not there. So first clarification, no need to by heart any definitions, no need to by heart any theorems, no need to remember any graph, chart, data from NCERT books. It is purely for academic purpose. Okay. Second, backside of NCERT every chapter, glossary terms will be there. That is what we are supposed to know. That is the meaning of the terms only we are supposed to know. So anyway, we will be starting from very basic level. I will be taking very basic. First two classes, I will be covering only basic terms. Then we will go by chapter wise slowly. Foundation will be created for everyone. Second, sir, should we remember everything? No need, dear. But try to know the logically correct meaning of the term. Link that with the real life example. When I say real life example, you need not by heart it. Once you link that to the regular thing that is happening, you will never forget that at all again. And accuracy in economics is like mathematics. If your concept is clear, 100% your answer will be correct. If your concept is not so clear, if you are reading Vivek Singh, Ramesh Singh, Rakul Preet Singh, and the process, concept is not clear, the more number of books you read, the more YouTube channels you watch, unnecessarily you are complicating. It is very, very, very simple. Say a good teacher is one who will make complex things simple. Author is one who makes simple things complex. Correct? So we'll understand. So first, if you understand all this, we are going to cover basic terms. So when I say basic terms, today's class probably I'll be starting with basic terms only. When I say basic terminology, a common man, when he comes across economic activities, he'll come across certain terms, very basic terms only. Again, I'm saying NCERT backside glossary will be there. That first we are covering, basic terminology. So after that, we'll be discussing chapter wise one by one. But today, very basic question I'm asking, fundamental question before we proceed. So why did you come to the class? What are you talking, sir? Come on, dear online students. Why did you come to the class? Why are you attending class? Sir, don't ask any questions, sir. Come on, dear. What was the need for you to join for coaching? Why did you join for coaching, my dear? That's what I'm asking. Right to be silent is a fundamental right, sir. You wanted to clear an exam. For that exam, there is a need for you to upgrade your skills. Yes, there is a dream, there is a goal. So you want to become an IAS officer, that's the goal. To achieve that goal, there is a need. What is the need? You have to upgrade your skills on par with UPSC standards. That's the reason why you joined for coaching, you came to the class. Can we say that? Agreed? I assume that everybody came to the class because to get the knowledge to clear the exam, sir. Wow. Correct. That is the need. That's the reason why we came here. So no person will do any activity without having any need. Can we say that? So first word, need. Don't worry about notes. First listen. I'll give anyway notes also. I'll dictate notes also. Don't worry. So what is need? What is want? Did you have lunch? What did you have? What is the special? Egg biryani? Only egg? Okay. Whatever is available in the hostel. So when you feel hungry, what are the options available to satisfy your hunger? Rice, dal, biryani. Correct. So feeling hungry is called as to acquire the knowledge for administrative services, sir. Oh my God. Very good. So I'm asking, feeling hungry, is it a need? Feeling sleepy, is it a need? Yes, sir. That's why we came to the class. No. A person will feel that he or she does not have something. Feeling of lack of something is called as need. To satisfy that need, so many alternatives are available which are called as want. Can I say that? See, if you look at overall, need is a feeling of deprivation. A person, he or she does not have something. That feeling of deprivation is called as need. Class is over, you are feeling thirsty. Feeling thirsty is called as need. So what are the alternatives available? Water, coconut water, cool drink, soft drink, hard drink, whatever. So can anybody make you thirsty? Can anybody make you hungry? No. So you have to feel your need here. If need is felt by a person, alternatives to satisfy need is created. That alternatives is called as want. So a person does not have a job. A person does not have a job. He is in need because whichever function you attend, అంతా ఒకటే క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతున్నారు. ఏం అడుగుతున్నారు? ఏం చేస్తున్నావు? It's none of their business. But still they're asking. Deliberately they're asking. So what is your answer? Doing research in Ashok Nagar. Increasing Ashok Nagar GDP. Correct only? So that is the answer. So need. So social need is created. Social pressure is creating a need regarding our job, our socio-economic status. So you can be a professor, you can be a teacher, you can be an IAS officer. So you can have different career. That is called as want. Okay? Two terms clear? What is need? What is want? So which of the following statements are correct? Statement 1. Need is felt by the person. It cannot be created. Yes? Wants are developed to satisfy the need. Wants are developed to satisfy the need. Correct? Needs are limited. Resources are unlimited. Needs are limited. Resources are unlimited. Oh my God. Heavy lunch. Needs are limited or resources are limited here? Resources are limited, needs are unlimited. So because of which what is created? Scarcity is created. So Manishi అంటే ఎవరు? మనీ కోసం, షీ కోసం జీవితాన్ని వృధా చేసుకునే వాళ్ళే మనుషులు కదా. She needs he needs she, both needs money. If money is not there, she is not there, he is not there. If both are there, peace of mind will not be there. So which means everyone is trying to improve their socio-economic status. They want to satisfy their needs. See, we may not accept it explicitly, but we want to improve our economic status. That's the reason why we are preparing for civil services. Yes, agreed. Explicitly, we may not say it. All interview answers to transform India from Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav to Amrut Kal, whatever. So they say in economics, there is nothing wrong in earning money. There is nothing wrong in generation of wealth as long as you are earning through ethical means. You can earn as much as you want, dear. That is the need. However, it should be earned through ethical means. In the process, little bit philosophy also. Can you give something to the society also? Not only for you, you are generating the money. Can you share some of your money even for the poorest to the poor people also? Is it possible? So this is broad idea of economics. Why money is generated and how money is distributed, how money is circulated, all that. So there is an uncle called Adam Smith. This uncle says, study of wealth of nations is called as economics. Study of wealth of nations is called as economics. And no need to remember the definition, break into part. Nation. What is country? What is nation? What is the difference? Is India a country? Is India a nation? Is India a country? Is India a nation? Is India a country? Yes? Are you Indian? Are you Indian? What is the proof that you are Indian? Aadhaar card. Come on, we'll study in polity, citizenship, birth, descent, registration, naturalization, incorporation of territory, Assam card, different ways in which a person will become Indian citizen. Yes? The feeling that we belong to this particular place is called as nation, nationality. Look at the word, study of wealth of nations. India is a country, means what? Some geographical boundary located between some latitude and longitude is called as India. So India is located in northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Northern hemisphere? You passed 10th standard? Original certificate only? Yes. 23.5 north, Tropic of Cancer will divide India into 2 equal parts. That's what we studied. Correct? So India is located geographically in northern hemisphere. And my map also is there. So in between middle, 23.5 Tropic of Cancer is there. The feeling that we belong to this country is called as nation, nationality. Yes? Republic Day celebrations. The feeling that we belong to this nation is called as nationality. India-Pakistan cricket match. When our team wins, we are celebrating. That feeling is called as nation. How wealth is created? We are producing goods and services to satisfy needs and wants. In the process, wealth is created. So, in simple, earlier, how needs and wants are satisfied, now how needs and wants are satisfied, how production of goods and services is happening, how money is moving from one to other. So when we studied in 10th standard, our social teacher said, India was a developing country. Now also we are studying, India is a developing country. So once you become cabinet secretary, chief secretary, India will become least developed country. And no, we will transform into developed country. How can we say that India is a developing country? There should be some criteria. Your family, rich family, poor family, middle class family. How can you say? Based on what parameters you will say? That is the reason why we are studying economics. So to understand wealth and to understand how economic growth is happening. So very fundamental questions I addressed. What is want? What is need? And what we are trying to do to satisfy the need? We are producing goods and services. So merchandise. If you look at the word MERCHANDISE, merchandise. So merchandise is a word which says, oh my god, goods which satisfy the needs is called as merchandise. NCERT word. When you read the newspaper article which says merchandise trade is increasing, merchandise trade is decreasing, meaning visibles which satisfy the need is called as merchandise. Goods in simple, tangible. Services, invisibles and intangibles, which satisfy the need is called as invisibles, intangibles. Yes? So what is the difference between goods and services, sir? Goods are tangible, services are intangible. Sometimes both are separable, sometimes both are inseparable. You went to a restaurant. You ordered some biryani. Is it a good? Yes. The way staff behaves with you is service. So people forget what you say, people forget what you do, people will never forget how you make them feel. So in service industry, what matters? How people behave with you matters. Tomorrow when you become an IAS officer, when a poor man comes to your office with a complaint, how will you respond? That is the real service. Yes? Agreed? Did you go to any government office anytime? What is your feeling? What is your perception? Come back again as only IAS officer. Look at the way they respond. Not everybody is like that. So you get to a bank in Ashok Nagar. You are saying, sir, I want loan. How much loan? 1 crore. Bank manager asks, madam, what are you doing? Right now preparing for UPSC, sir. బయటికి వెళ్తే వాటర్ ఉంటుంది అక్కడ తాగేసి వెళ్ళిపోద్ది. Why they are not giving respect to us? We don't have bank balance, that's why they are not respecting. Suppose in your bank account 2 crores is there. What will they do? Just 2 minutes, madam. They'll bring samosa, they'll bring cool drinks. Madam, would you like to invest somewhere? They're asking. So why are they giving respect to us? Money is there. So everywhere ultimately we are coming to wealth and money only. That's reality. So merchandise and services. Now exchange. How did the concept of exchange started? Initially there was no concept of exchange, there was no concept of money, there was no concept of wealth. Everybody was leading a nomadic life. What do you mean of nomadic? Randomly move from one place to other place. Resources are available for everyone. Everybody was okay with it. Everybody was happy with it. But as population started growing, stress was created on the land, resources, subsistence farming to intensive farming, we moved. What is the meaning of subsistence, sir? Just to satisfy the needs, we were doing certain activities and there was no rich, there was no poor. Eat, sleep, repeat. Eat, sleep, repeat. That was the human being life. How nice it was. No prelims, no mains, no interview, nothing. Just eat, sleep, repeat. That was the life. From there, due to scarcity, competition started. People started production of goods and services which are more. Surplus production started. Surplus means we are having more than what we need. From this surplus production, concept of exchange started. In that exchange system, the NCERT word, which was previous prelims question also, barter system. Sir, what is barter system? In this system, surplus commodities were exchanged with the other surplus commodities. However, exchange would happen only when there is dual coincidence of needs. I repeat, exchange would happen only when there is dual coincidence of needs. What do you mean of dual coincidence of needs? You are having surplus of tomato. I am having surplus of potato. When exchange will happen? When only tomato person needs potato, potato person needs tomato, then only exchange will happen. That is called as dual coincidence of needs. So previous prelims question. In barter system, when exchange will happen? When there is dual coincidence of needs. But what was the problem in this system, sir? The problem was potato person will argue potato value is more. Tomato person will argue tomato value is more. And there was no common denomination, and there was no common mechanization for identification of the value. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just explaining how the concept of money and wealth started. So, later we came to know, we'll study in history something called Gavisti. Or you can say cows were considered as status symbol, cattle and livestock was considered as status symbol, Gopala. Later became Bhupala, Sodasa Mahajanapadalu. Correct? So whoever has more livestock, they were considered as powerful economically. As a result, if you look at the concept of wealth started, the concept of money started because of all this surplus. Now, cut short the story. Initially, cows were considered as a status symbol in the Indian society. Now, the reason why they were considered as animal money, it was considered a status symbol, wealth symbol. Later, we'll study something called numismatics. What is numismatics? Study of coins. Study of coins is called as numismatics. So it will tell us what type of metal was used in that particular civilization. It will tell us socio-economic conditions present at that time. The concept of metallic money started. Now anyway, I'll explain different types of money later. But here just to give a summary, how wealth was created, how wealth got originated, that study of the wealth only we are trying to understand. Scientifically we are trying to understand. So one more concept I just explained, the concept of need, want, scarcity, exchange, barter system. Sir, why all this? Because three fundamental challenges faced by every economy. After this we'll write, because some of you are already feeling sleepy. So what are the three challenges faced by every economy, sir? First, what to produce? So how do you identify what to produce, dear? Based on understanding need of the people. Yes? First, what is that people want, we need to understand. Then we can produce the type of goods. Suppose a CM is distributing winter jackets freely in summer to the public. A CM is distributing freely winter jackets to the public in summer. What is public perception? What a kind of crazy CM he is. During winter season, what is the need of the public? What is the problem that public is facing? Viral diseases. So what should we make it available to the public? Good quality healthcare in the government hospitals, medicines. That is the need of the public. First you should understand what is the need of the public before you start production of goods and services. Here only one more word. How to produce? Whether government will produce, whether private will produce, or public-private partnership, both will produce. Three words will come here: capitalism, socialism, mixed economy. Capitalism, socialism, mixed economy. I'm going to explain very briefly. And third, distribution of goods and services. What do you mean of distribution of goods and services? Distribution of goods and services means finally whether overall goods and services are available to the public or not. That is what is called as distribution. So in simple, if you look at every economy, developed country, developing country, least developed country, they are facing these three challenges. Why are they facing these three challenges? Because scarcity of resources. Resources are limited. In every country, population is going on. So three challenges faced by every economy are what to produce, how to produce, distribution of goods and services. Yes? Now here, let me complete, then we can write. Capitalism. What is this capitalism, sir? It is economic system which believes the business of the government is not to do any business. I repeat, it is economic system which says the business of the government is not to do any business. What does it mean, sir? Everything is given, complete freedom is given to the private players. Market forces, demand and supply will decide the prices. Government will not interfere. Role of the government is very, very, very limited. That economic system is called as capitalism. Speed is okay? Able to follow it? Okay. So what is capitalism? Economic system? Yes. Economic system in which role of the government is very, very limited. Full freedom is given to private players. It's also called as open market policy, economy policy, free market policies. Sir, what does it mean? Take example of your mobile phone recharge. Which mobile SIM you are using? Jio, Airtel, Vodafone, whatever. So who is fixing the price of the recharge? Service provider is fixing, government is not fixing. You are buying mobile phone. Which mobile phone? Apple, OnePlus, Redmi, Xiaomi, Vivo, Poco. Who is fixing the price? Manufacturer. So private players are fixing the prices. Government is not fixing the prices. And what is the role of the government? The business of the government is not to do any business. Which means every business is done by private player. Role of the government is very, very limited. That's the reason why that economic system is called as capitalism. Is India a capitalistic economy? Come on dear, can we say that India is a capitalistic economy? India has futures of capitalism, but India is not a capitalistic economy dear, because role of the government is not very, very limited. During COVID-19 time, government restricted. You cannot collect not more than this much per bed for treatment. Essential Commodities Act 1955. Government will bring. You cannot collect prices not more than this much. Government will come and say, for a medicine, you should not charge not more than this much. So is India a capitalistic economy? No. But does India have capitalistic futures? Yes. In some of the sectors, government is not interfering. Full freedom is given to the private players. So can we say India is capitalistic economy? No. But in some of the sectors, we are following capitalistic ideology. Able to follow? Up to this okay? And one more. Socialism. Sir, what is socialism, sir? Welfare of the people is the motto of the state. Welfare of people is the motto of the state. Profit is not the motto. The business of the government, I repeat, the business of the government is to do every business. Which means it is an ideology where we believe everything should be under control of the government. Which means the role of the government is maximum. Scope for the private is restricted. In what type of economic system? Socialistic economic system. So is India a socialistic economic system? Yes. Why? We'll study something called DPSPs, Directive Principle of State Policies. So what is the purpose of DPSPs? Welfare of the poorest of the poor. Preamble. Socio-economic political justice is guaranteed to all the people. Why governments announcing so many welfare policies? Socialistic ideology. Yes. So in socialism, look at the comparison. What is the role of government in capitalism? Very limited. What is the role of government in socialism? Maximum. So what is the business of the government? To regulate every business in socialism. But in capitalism, not to do any business. Okay? Can we say that? Mixed economy. 100% socialism, practically not correct. 100% capitalism, practically not correct. So it's seeing the combination of both of them. Ideal futures of both. Welfare of people is the motto. At the same time, government also will try to control in some sectors. Atomic energy under control of the government only. Railways till recently under control of government only. So Industrial Policy Resolution 1948 declared India as mixed economy with socialistic ideology. Industrial Policy Resolution 1948 after independence declared our economic model as mixed economy with socialistic ideology. Sir, what is the meaning of this? Coexistence of public sector as well as private sector. Which means government also will be there, private also will be there. The role of the government is to facilitate the business. Look at the word. The role of the government is to facilitate the business, not to control the business, not to spoil the business. So, in simple, India adopted mixed economic model. What is the meaning of mixed economic model? Some sectors under control of the government, some sectors full freedom is given to the private players, and government will interfere when it is required. Got some clarity? Capitalism, socialism, mixed economy. Math the following is asked in prelims. Very simple questions are asked. Business of the government is not to do any business. In which system? Very good. Capitalism. The business of the government is to facilitate the business. In which system? Mixed economy. The business of the government is to regulate the business. Socialistic economy. And this is previous prelims question. India follows what type of economic system? Mixed economic system. What is the meaning of mixed economic system? Coexistence of public sector as well as private sector. IPR, Industrial Policy Resolution 1948 says that India would follow mixed economic system. Okay? So, these are the very basic fundamental questions from NCERT, 9th standard, 8th standard. Backside, if you look at glossary terms, with the terms only you are starting this. After this, okay? Able to follow? Speed is okay? Yes? Shall we write something? Yes? So, we are starting with economy basic terms. Online students, are you awake? Come on, completed one round of sleep. Are you there? No, sir. Come on, very good. Not allowing to sleep. Economics is related to NCERT only covering basic terminology. Yes, sir. Very good. Economics is related to study of use of limited resources to satisfy needs and wants. To satisfy needs and wants. Needs and wants. Economics is defined as study of wealth of nations. Wealth of nations. Wealth of nations. Wealth is created through exchange of goods and services. Wealth is created through exchange of goods and services. So first we'll read basics. Need refers to N-E-E-D. Need refers to lack of deprivation lack of deprivation. Lack of deprivation or lack of feeling of something. Lack of deprivation or lack of feeling of something. Need has to be felt by the person. Need has to be felt by the person. Need has to be felt by the person. Want. Want refers to alternatives available to satisfy need. Alternatives available to satisfy need. Okay? So between need and want, one very basic question was asked. Need cannot be created. Need has to be felt by the person. Wants can be created to satisfy needs. Needs are limited or unlimited? Unlimited. What about resources? Now two questions will come. Demand and supply. So what is this demand? What is this supply? After that we can write. What is the meaning of demand? What is the meaning of supply? So what is the meaning of need? What is the meaning of want? Just now I covered. So what is demand? What is supply? Very good. Suppose in summer, what is the demand? In summer, what is the demand? Correct. So what is scientific understanding of the word demand? So you want to buy a BMW car. You went to BMW showroom, you inquired. Cost of the BMW car is just 5 crore only. Balance in the account is 500 rupees. I mean, right now, not to discourage us, not to demean us, but right now we want to buy a BMW car. Balance in the account is not sufficient to buy it. Will there be a demand for BMW car, dear? No. When there will be a demand? Very good. When you have the capacity to buy. So, desire to buy, capacity to buy and availability of the product, then there will be a demand. Understood? So, Sankranti time, everybody want to go home during that week of Sankranti only. What happened to demand for travels? Many trains could not move at all from Kachigoda and Secunderabad. Overloaded, overcrowded. What happened to travel charges, prices? Demand. Why there will be so much demand for coconuts in temples just one day before the exam? మంచి దేవుడా తినడానికి తిండినిచ్చావు, నిద్రపోవడానికి ఏసీ క్లాస్ రూమ్లు ఇచ్చావు, నవ్వుకోవడానికి ఎకానమీ క్లాసులు ఇచ్చావు, అలాగే ఒక చిన్న జాబ్ జస్ట్ IAS అంతే. సో డిమాండ్ ఈజ్ ఏ సిచ్యువేషన్ వేర్ desire to buy, capacity to buy and availability of the product. If all these three are there, then we say a word called demand. And what is supplying? Goods which are ready for the consumption, which are finished, is called as supply. Sir, what does it mean? Not every product is ready to be used because there might be some defect product also. So a farmer produced 20 tons of mangoes. Some of the mangoes got rotten during the transportation. So we will not consider that as part of supply. Only which are in good condition, which can be used, is considered as part of supply. Now look at the concept. Demand and supply are never equal. Ideally, they are supposed to be equal, but in reality, demand and supply are never equal. Why demand and supply are never equal? Resources are limited, needs are unlimited. Very fundamental concept. Demand and supply are never equal. Why they are not equal at all? Because resources and needs are not balanced. Resources are limited, Needs are unlimited. There is a mismatch in the economy. That's the reason why scarcity is created. Understood the logic? So now we'll write this word. Due to scarcity of the goods, due to next scarcity, SCARCITY, due to scarcity of the goods, due to scarcity of the goods, demand and supply. Give me example, sir. Very simple example. Everybody want to buy first day, first show, first ticket. Demand. Correct? All cinema fans, they want to watch on the first show, first ticket. So they want to enjoy it. That's why that is called as demand. Again, one more easy example. Everybody want to use the same product at a time because the specific features which are available. That is called as demand. So demand and supply, a practical real life example to understand. Everyone wants to satisfy basic needs. So at the time of festival, all of us are going for shopping. Comparatively, many people are going for shopping because special occasion. What happens to demand? Increases. So throughout the year, we are producing different types of goods, that is called as supply. Yes? So understood what is demand and what is supply? What did you write? Due to scarcity of goods and services, due to scarcity of goods and services, demand and supply are not equal. Demand and supply are not equal. Demand and supply are not equal. 4 words are there in this. First, write merchandise. Are goods. MERCHANDISE. 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 Are goods refers to. Merchandise or goods refers to tangibles. 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 Tangibles which satisfy need. Tangibles which satisfy need. Tangibles which satisfy need. See, someone is giving gift to someone. Tangible or intangible? Gift is tangible, but love behind the gift is intangible. Suppose your birthday, parents are giving some gift. Gift is tangible, but the care concern is intangible. So when you go to a doctor, medicine given is tangible, but the service is intangible. Can we say that? So next, right? Invisibles refers to services. Invisibles refers to services which satisfy need. Invisibles refers to services which satisfy need. So 2 words we covered: merchandise, invisibles. Then 2 more words are there: demand and supply. Demand refers to desire to buy, capacity to buy, along with availability of the product. Or service. Along with availability of product or service. Supply refers to goods and services which are ready for consumption. Supply refers to goods and services which are ready for consumption. Now look at, based on these two words, two more basic concepts will come, cost and price. So whenever you buy something, you keep hearing one word, MRP. Heard about MRP? So what is MRP? Maximum retail price. So what is cost, what is price? Expenditure incurred on factors of production to convert a raw material into a finished product is called as cost. A practical example, you are wearing a dress. So the dress is made from dress material. So expenditure incurred on converting this dress material into finished good, shirt or t-shirt or whatever, is called as cost. So a potato chips maker, hard chips maker, is producing 1 kg potato chips. So what are factors of production involved? What are factors of production involved? Oil. What else is involved? Potato is required. What else is required? పొటాటో చిప్ చేయాలంటే ఏమేం కావాలి? స్టవ్ కావాలా? కరెక్ట్. Stove also is required, oil also is required, some masala also is required, correct? So how did he fix? When he is selling 1 kg potato chips as 100 rupees by considering cost as well as profit. Can we say that? Yes. For him to manufacture 1 kg potato chips, cost is say roughly around 60 or 70 rupees. He is also doing with a profit. So two words, economic activity, non-economic activity. What is economic activity? What is non-economic activity? We are doing something with expectation of return in the future, probably profit, that is called as economic activity. We are not expecting any return. We are doing it out of kindness, then that is called as non-economic activity. Coming to the class, is it economic activity, dear? Very much. In future, you are going to get return multiple times. Your friend is coughing in the class. So you are giving water bottle to your friend. Economic activity? Non-economic activity? So your friend is feeling sleepy in the class. You are giving chocolate to the friend. Economic activity? No. Sir, what does it mean? A person is spending on basic factors of production. Land, meaning building, or he is supposed to take a place for the rent. He is supposed to pay rent. So what he paid for land at the building? Rent is paid. So he is hiring some 2-3 employees to do all this work. So organized sector, we call it as salaries. Unorganized sector, we call it as wages. What is organized sector? Fixed salary, fixed working hours, social security benefits are there, insurance, provident fund, all these are available. Then we call it as organized sector. So unorganized sector, no fixed salary, no fixed working hours, no social security benefits. Pani puri bandi, thoda pyaz dalo bhaiya. Organized sector, unorganized sector, unorganized sector. Okay? Capital. Any investment that we are spending today for future return is called as capital. So if you take our own example, what capital you are investing for UPSC preparation? Not only coaching fee, dear, so much of time, effort, energy, all this is capital, investment only. The best capital that anybody can invest is time on oneself. So the time that you are investing on yourself is the best investment, which is going to return the multiple times in future. Entrepreneur. Someone is taking risk and starting this economic activity. The expectation of what? Profit. Always profit may come, may not come. All the students in the class are listening to the class. Is this statement correct? All the students in the class are listening to the class. Is this statement correct? Ever చెప్పారు sir? All is wrong. Majority of the students are listening to the class. Yes? Always we get profit for economic activity? No. Ideally, we are supposed to get. We may get, we may not get. So what is cost, dear? Expenditure paid for all these factors of production for manufacturing one unit is called as cost. Finally, at what rate? How to read economy NCERT books, sir? No need to read. That's the reason why classes are there. No need to read. That's why I am here, dear. No need to read. That's the reason why I am here. In fact, whatever is not there in NCERT also I am going to cover. In fact, whatever is not there in NCERT also I am going to cover. The reason is, once again I am saying, you will feel everything is important when you start reading. From first page to last page, every line is important, every diagram is important. No. Out of that, what is required for the exam only we are taking out. So my suggestion, first listen to the classes till the classes are over. Later I will suggest what to do. Okay? Less luggage, more comfortable. Less luggage, more comfortable. You have to become district collector, dear, not book collector. I mean, they'll be tempting in the market. So many NCERT summaries, so many NCERT consolidations. Everything is not important. First, we should understand what is the demand of the exam. Accordingly, you have to select the required resources. Yes? So right now, just wait for some time. At least 2-3 classes till, suppose a poor person have wonderful ideas to produce goods that are in most needed by current world, but he cannot bear cost on his own. How can he generate economy, sir? See, economy does not mean only the person who is producing. Even the person who is consuming also is part of economy. Yes, the poor person has good idea, but he does not have money. He can sell his idea. The poor person also is consuming certain basic goods. So don't think that only production is part of economy. No, I said 3 economic challenges. What to produce, how to produce, distribution. So a poor person who wants to prepare for UPSC, he does not have money. That is his need. So what are the resources available for him? So many videos are available through online YouTube. That is the need. Did you watch a movie called Padman? Very inspiring movie called Padman. A poor person, innovative idea. So poverty should not be a criteria to realize our dreams. Never and ever. No. So if we have the idea, automatically you can generate capital. There is something called cloud funding. There is something called crowd funding. There is something called angel investors. So if your idea is very good, if your idea is innovative, even if you do not have money, people are coming willing forward to help your idea. People are coming forward to invest in your idea. So if your idea is genuine, thoughts become things. The entire universe will conspire you to achieve that. You will not worry about money. You will not worry about poverty. No, definitely not. See, nobody is born rich. Nobody is born poor. It is their effort which made them poor or rich. We are enjoying today so many facilities because our parents struggled first. Kada? They were also poor family only. But look at what they are today. So poverty should not be a criteria. Again, only production is not part of the economy. Consumption also part of the economy. Distribution also part of the economy. So both dimensions you have to cover. Okay? Understood? Even for poor person also, there are some basic essential needs. Water, food, clothes. For which there is a demand for goods and services. Poor person is going to supermarket and purchasing which he can afford. He is going to a shopping mall where he can actually satisfy his need based on whatever amount he has. Shirt is available from 99 rupees to 9,99,000 also. Different people have different needs. Different types of economic activity happens for all of them. Okay? Doubt is clarified. Shall we proceed? Yes. So cost and price. Which of the following statements are correct? Statement 1. Price is generally more than cost. Come on, dear. Price is generally more than the cost. Yes. Cost plus taxes plus profit is called as price. Cost plus taxes plus profit is called as price. Let's say backside. MRP inclusive of all taxes. I'll cover separately what is tax, what is duty, what is direct tax, what is indirect tax separately. But our point of discussion here is, yes sir, we can continue. Yes, cost and price. So write one word. Cost refers to expenditure incurred. Cost refers to expenditure incurred on factors of production. Cost refers to expenditure incurred, INCURRED, incurred on factors of production, to convert raw material into finished product. To convert raw material into finished product. I repeat once again. Cost refers to expenditure incurred on factors of production to convert raw material into finished product. Factors of production are, continue, factors of production are land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, ENTRPRENEUR, entrepreneur, ENTRPRENEUR, entrepreneurship. Return paid for them respectively are, return, RETURN, return paid for them respectively are, return paid for them respectively are rent, salaries or wages, salaries, not saris, salaries / wages, interest and profit, okay, that is called as cost. Why do people keep price more than the cost, dear? Economic activity. What is the purpose of economic activity? From expectation of profit is the purpose of economic activity. Price. Next word, price. PRICE, price. Price refers to monetary value paid, monetary, MONETARY, monetary value paid for exchange of, goods and services. It considers cost, taxes along with the profit. Okay, so one more will be covered. Factors of production, cost, price, all this. So first I just introduce what is need, what is want. So demand, supply, cost, price, very basic fundamental questions. Then we'll come to one more word we covered. 3 major economic challenges faced by every economy. So next, right? 3 major challenges faced by every economy are, 3 major challenges faced by every economy are, what to produce, how to produce, and distribution of goods and services. goods and services. Three major challenges faced by every economy are what to produce, how to produce, distribution of goods and services. What to produce will be decided. What to produce will be decided based on what to produce will be decided based on identifying need of the people. Identifying need of the people. Okay? How to produce will be decided. How to produce will be decided based on economic model. How to produce will be decided based on economic model or economic system followed by a nation. Economic system followed by a nation. Economic system followed by a nation. Broadly, economic systems are classified into three. Broadly, economic systems are classified into three. So, first one, capitalism. Capitalism. It is an economic system in which profit is the motto. Profit is the motto. Profit is the motto. In this system, full freedom is given to private players. In this system, full freedom is given to private players. Private players. It is also called as free market economy. It is also called as free market economy. It is also called as free market economy. In the system, the business of the government, is not to do any business. In this system, the business of the government is not to do any business. Okay, dear? So look at all these features of capitalistic economy. What does it mean? Profit is the motto. Neekenta, naagenta. So which means we are not looking at welfare orientation. We are looking from profit orientation. Next, socialism. Socialism. In this economic system, welfare of people is the motto. In this economic system, welfare of people is the motto. Welfare of the people is the motto. The role of the government is maximum. The role of the government is maximum. Role of the government is maximum. In this system, prices are regulated by government. In this system, prices are regulated by government. In this system, prices are regulated by government. that is called as socialism. Then mixed economy. Mixed economy. It refers to coexistence of, coexistence of public sector. What is monetary policy? Just wait, there is all I am going to cover. Printing of money, circulation of money, evaluation of money, distribution of money, all that is called as monetary policy. Avesham oddu, alochana oddu. Just wait for some time. I am going to cover. Don't worry. I will cover all the terms which are not there in NCERT also I am going to cover. Just have patience. First I am covering only basic terms. So one by one I will be discussing the chapter wise also. National income, inflation, monetary policy, banking, financial market, taxation, fiscal policy, budgeting, external sector, BOP, current account, agriculture, industry, services, poverty and employment, planning niti. Just have patience. So one by one in the order we are going to cover. Okay, the purpose of first two classes is to cover all the terms related to all the chapters. That's why first we are covering. Don't worry, I am going to explain. In detail I am going to explain. Okay. So where were we? Mixed economy? Coexistence of public sector as well as private sector. So IPR, Industrial Policy Resolution 1948, continuation. IPR, Industrial Policy Resolution 1948, Industrial Policy Resolution 1948 officially declared India as mixed economy with socialistic ideology. Mixed economy with socialistic ideology. Okay. So now we got some word. So when you read in the newspaper, opposition parties are criticizing the ruling party right now during budgetary speech. It appears that Indian economy is moving from socialistic to capitalistic. Opposition parties are criticizing the present government by saying the word. It appears that Indian economy is moving from socialistic ideology to capitalistic. So what does it mean? What do you infer from this statement? Correct. Government is handing over many economic activities to private. Role of the government is coming down. In fact, government is selling to many private people. So that's why opposition parties are criticizing. In India, taxes are like England, but services are like Somalia. In Somalia, people are saying, hey, don't compare with us. We are far better than you. So which means, look at the nature. Don't worry, I am going to explain the word fiscal policy, monetary policy also very soon. So if you look at cost, price, need, want, demand, supply, just little bit more terms. Have you heard about something called primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector? So primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, quaternary sector, quinary sector, one by one. These two are recent. Now, what is primary sector, sir? So when you go to primary school, what did you learn in primary school? Basics. Correct only? A for apple, B for. So which means whatever later part we studied, foundation was done in primary. So you are sitting in the chair. Chair is made up of wood. So it came from tree, forest tree. Something which provides basic raw materials, something which provides exploration of natural resources, that is called as primary sector. So you want to eat fish kebab. It came from basics. Very good. Something which provides basics, sir. It came from Hussain Sagar. And water, aquaculture, that comes under primary sector. So iron rod, screen, mining comes under primary sector. You are writing on notebook. Notebook is made with paper. Paper came from forestry. Forestry comes under primary sector. So agriculture, animal husbandry, just now we said mining, fisheries, all this provides basic raw materials, something which is related to exploration of natural resources. That's why that is called as primary sector. Secondary sector. So after completing primary school, then we went to secondary school. 10th class certificate is called as SSC. What do you mean of SSC? Staff Selection Commission. Secondary school certificate. Whatever we studied in primary, we try to apply. Multiplication, derivatives, calculus, matrices. So many important theorems we studied. 150 out of 150 intermediate. Correct? Secondary. Raw material is converted into a finished product with shape utility, time utility, place utility. What is the meaning of shape utility, sir? Look at the pen. Suppose pen length is just 1 meter only. Can you use it? Look at the design of the mobile phone. Always the size of the mobile phone is based on palm size. So you are generating a product shape so that we can use it. Time utility. How many days we can store tomatoes? How many days you can store tomatoes, dear? 3 to 4 days. Tomato ketchup. Tomato pickle. Many months. That's the reason why we are converting tomato into tomato ketchup. So conversion of tomato into tomato ketchup is called as secondary sector. एक बार कहो, बार कहो, bingo chips. So converting potato into potato chips. We are wearing a dress. So from what is the basic raw material for that cloth? Cotton. So cotton is woven fiber. From that fiber, a specific design is given to it. Dress is finally made. Correct? So that is called as secondary sector. Tertiary sector or value addition. Something which provides value addition and ensures distribution function, communication, transportation, railways, banking, insurance, all this comes under tertiary sector. So education comes in which type of sector? Service sector? Service sector only? Yes, certain skills we are trying to impart. So does it come under primary sector or secondary sector? Tertiary sector. This year UPSC prelims, just match the following is asked. Sectors and match the following. Primary, secondary, tertiary sector. Water processing. Water processing means purification of water will be there. So it comes under what type of sector? Why not primary sector? Correct. Processing of the water comes under secondary sector. Okay. Hospitality. Hospitality means tourism hotels will be there? Yes. So tertiary sector? Yes. Again. Production of timber. Production of timber. So which means forestry. From forestry only we are getting this. So comes in which sector? Primary sector. Very LKG questions are asked in the prelim. Just match the following. Which comes under what type of sector? It's not very difficult at all. Very easy only. In recent times, two words became popular. Quaternary sector and quinary sector. What is quaternary sector, sir? We should consider the top level decision making at various sectors in the organization as a separate sector. So which means high level decision making is implemented in the organization. The top level decision making should be considered as separate sector because of their ideas. Someone asked idea. Because of their ideas, implementation will get started. So who is the topmost decision making in a university? Vice Chancellor? The Vice Chancellor got a brilliant idea. He said from tomorrow onwards, only 5 days in a week class. Implementation will be done by others. So with the top level executive in government level, officially from civil services, chief secretary and cabinet secretary. Yes. So whatever boss says, others have to implement. Police, who the top level decision making? DCP. Yes. So this top level decision making should be considered as separately other sector, that is called as quaternary sector. Queenary sector, this also is used with respect to intellectuals and knowledge. There is something called patent, copyright, trademark, GI, intellectual property rights. So this intellectual property rights should be separately considered as separate sector, because any major innovation, any major change happens because of this new intellectual thought. Suppose you had an idea. You want to make a solar power aircraft. Which aircraft, sir? Solar power aircraft. You want to develop a kitchen robot, multi-purpose kitchen robot. This is your idea. Even for that idea also, you can take intellectual property rights. This intellectual property rights should be considered as separate dimension. Because of this intellectual property rights only, revolution will happen in the economy and the production process. So once upon a time, nobody thought that mobile phone will become so essential, but now it became so essential. So once upon a time, nobody thought that personal computer, laptop is essential product. Now, do you think internet is essential? Do you think internet is essential? Why is it essential? Because of digitization. So innovative ideas. So primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, quaternary sector, and just now queenary sector. But for national income chapter, I am going to explain. For calculation purpose, only we are considering 3 sectors, because these 2 are still considered as part of tertiary sector only. Separately, we are not considering. So you are taking coaching. It comes in which sector? Tertiary sector. Yes. So look at, you are responsible for improving tertiary sector in Ashok Nagar and Hyderabad. Correct? We are consuming, we are spending so many things. So we are creating demand for goods and services. Look at bookstores in Ashok Nagar, study halls, bake zone, brown bear. Correct? So all this, who is creating demand? We are only creating demand. Because we are consumers, they are producing goods and services. In the process, money is being generated. That study of money only is called as economics. Okay? Just to test whether we understood or not. Manufacturing of the pickles. Which sector? Manufacturing of the pickles? Secondary sector? Okay. Transportation of the pickles. Oh, very good. Tertiary sector, because value addition, we are shifting from one place to other place. Labeling, marketing, branding, all this comes under tertiary sector. So see, look at how service sector is influencing our behavior. You want to buy toothpaste. How much time will you take to buy toothpaste? How many hours shopping will you do? What are you talking, sir? Correct. Even if you go to supermarket also, how much time you will spend on selecting a toothpaste, dear? Few minutes, less than a minute. Me face lo uppunda. Some ad was created. They created some feeling. Koncham daggaraga. Correct? Close up. So look at what we supposed to eat, what we supposed to consume is also influenced by service sector. Complain boy, complain girl. Boost is secret of. So what does it mean? They're influencing our behavior. They're influencing our food habits. They're influencing our dress habits. In fact, they're trying to create what we supposed to eat, what we supposed to read, what we supposed to watch through advertisements and marketing only. Yes? Bayam vidichi chudu, mountain dew. So which means for 20 rupees cool drink, someone will jump from hill to bottom. I mean, that may be exaggeration, but they created that feeling in our mind. Okay, once we should taste this also. శ్రీమతిని ప్రేమించే వాళ్ళు ప్రెస్టీజ్ ని ఎలా కాదనగలరు? So what does it mean? Whenever you want to buy a cooker, first option is prestige. So what does it mean? They are trying to create a consumer behavior in our mindset, knowingly, unknowingly, consciously, unconsciously. Look at your own soap that you are using. Why are you using the same soap regularly? Why you became loyal customer to that particular soap? Because of the advertisement influence on your mind. పట్టులాంటి చర్మం తాకుతూనే ఉండిపోతారు. Rexona. So what does it mean? They created that feeling. Once you started using that soap, continuously you are using the same thing again and again and again. Who gave that thought in your mind? Advertisement gave. So that is the reason why. So primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, quaternary sector and quinary sector. Clear now? This year only very basic questions are asked. One side they gave activities, other side they gave the sectors. Match the following questions are asked. Okay? Primary sector. Primary sector. It refers to providing basic raw materials by dealing with exploration of natural resources. By dealing with exploration of natural resources. That is called primary sector. So example, agriculture, animal husbandry, forestry, mining, M-I-N-I-N-G, mining, fisheries, etc. Secondary sector. It converts basic raw materials into finished products. It converts basic raw materials into finished products by providing shape, utility. Shape, S-H-A-P, shape, utility. Utility means usage. Shape, utility. Time, utility. And place, utility. Place, P-L-A-C, place, utility. So example, manufacturing. All manufacturing comes under secondary sector. Tertiary sector or service sector. It provides value addition. And ensures distribution of goods and services. Examples, insurance, banking, transportation. Insurance, banking, transportation, communication, tourism, all this comes under tertiary sector or service sector. Now, when you're reading the budget document, you will understand 55% of India's GDP is contributed by tertiary sector. Meaning, out of 100 rupees that government is getting, 55 rupees is coming from which sector? Service sector. 50% of population depend upon primary sector, but its contribution to GDP is only 18%. From agriculture is getting only 18% of total income contribution. 55% of income is coming from which sector? Service sector. So India's growth is primarily driven by which sector? Service sector or tertiary sector. But majority of the population in India depend upon which sector for employment? Primary sector. You do understand? This is called as paradox of the Indian economy. What do you mean of paradox? Opposite extremes are there. That is called as paradox. Okay? Then, quaternary sector. Quaternary. 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 Quaternary sector. In the recent times, top level decision making in economic activity is considered as separate sector. Okay? Queenary sector. Quinary. Queenary sector. It refers to research and development along with IPR, intellectual property rights. So which means this also should be separately considered. That's why that is called as queenary sector. But for all practical purposes, for all calculation purposes, we are just using only one word. Primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Easy only? Now, before we go to some more terms, we just need to understand. Regularly we keep using this also in the newspaper. Barter system. We studied, but we did not write, correct? So, one more word. Barter system. It refers to economic system in which goods were exchanged with goods. It refers to economic system in which goods were exchanged with goods. However, exchange would happen only when there is dual coincidence of needs. Okay? So very fundamental questions we started. Need, want, cost, price, demand, supply, factors of production, primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector, capitalist economy, socialist economy, mixed economy. Then some more terms regularly keep reading in the newspaper. Economic growth and economic development. So what is this words called economic growth and economic development? So I said, everyone wants to improve their socio-economic status. In the process of this, wealth is created. The measurement of wealth, study of the wealth is called as economic growth. Suppose you went to your relative's house. They are comparing you with them and they are feeling so sad because you are having a bigger car than them. They are worried that you might get selected for civil services. They'll check your roll number before you check your result. Which means relative comparison only. Relative comparison. So what does it mean? A person is comparing with the other person. A family is comparing with the other family. A state is comparing with the other state. A country is comparing with the other country. A planet is being compared with the other planet. Relative comparison always happens, dear. Should we compare yourself with others? You do compare. Should we compare? No. ధనంలో కాదు, గుణంలో పోల్చుకోవాలి. Should not compare in terms of money. Should compare in terms of character. పక్కింటోడు ఎదవా అయితే మనం ఎదవ అవ్వాలా? No, definitely not. That is his choice. Unfortunately, in India, most of people are suffering from relative poverty. When you get selected for civil services, many of your relatives will be admitted into hospitals. They are not able to accept your success. True? Unfortunately, that's the reality because relative poverty is more in Indian society. So, economic growth and economic development. Now, look at everybody thought dollar dream, but finally, kalla chedirindi. So, the people are coming back. Once upon a time, going to US was considered as a status symbol. But look at right now. అమలాపురంలో అప్పుడాలు అమ్ముకోవడం మేలు అని. There is a change in the perception. So, economic growth is estimation of wealth. How wealth is created, and wealth is there in the hands of some people. Economic development. Economic development talks about redistribution of wealth and ensuring that the benefits of the economic growth are reaching to other sections of the society also. అందరూ బాగుండాలి, అందులో మనం ఉండాలి. That is called as economic development. You got selected for civil services. Does it mean that your village will be developed? No, dear. Only your family will get developed. You are adopting your village and you are providing water facility, hospital facility. You are distributing Lakshmikant freely to all. So what happens? Economic development happens. Understood? Previous prelims question based on this concept. Economic growth will always lead to economic development. What is wrong in the statement? Always. Economic growth may sometimes lead to economic development. Some of you are honest. No, sir. Economic growth may sometimes lead to economic development. Economic growth is a precondition for economic development. Economic growth is a precondition for economic development. So you are going to Ugadi for your native place. You are taking mic in a temple and you are telling, ikkada hospital kattista, akkada airport kattista, so ikkada road vesta, all this. You are telling to the people. What is the reaction? First reaction. హైదరాబాద్కి వెళ్ళి పిచ్చి పట్టినట్లుంది, పక్కకి వెళ్ళి ఆడుకోమ్మా. దే ఆర్ నాట్ ట్రస్టింగ్ అస్. వై దే ఆర్ నాట్ ట్రస్టింగ్ అస్? We don't have sufficient resources. Once you clear the civil services, you are telling same thing. What do people will tell? నాకు తెలుసు ముందే నువ్వు సెలెక్ట్ అవుతావు అని. So, which means people are trusting when you have money, obviously. మన ఇంట్లో వాళ్ళే మనకి రెస్పెక్ట్ ఇవ్వట్లేదు. లక్కీ భాస్కర్ చూసారా? ఇండియాలో వస్తువు కొనుక్కోవాలంటే డబ్బులు ఉండాలి, మర్యాద కావాలి అంటే డబ్బు వంటి నిండా కనపడాలి. ట్రూ. Once upon a time, nobody was bothering about India. Now everybody is inviting Indian Prime Minister as a guest for their international events. Why? Economically, we are becoming powerful. Even though India is not a member of G7 countries, India was still invited as special guest to attend G7 meeting. So economic power is the real power. You can purchase any power with the economic power. Yes? Look at all those politically who became powerful. Power star was a powerless star earlier. So if you become economically powerful, everybody will respect. So every country wants to improve their material wealth. That study of the wealth is called as economic growth. To estimate economic growth only, the concept of national income started. So we'll list out all the syllabus, NCERT course, what are the topics which we are going to cover one by one. So after writing these two terms, economic growth refers to estimation of material wealth. Estimation of material wealth created through economic activity. Created through economic activity. It is quantitative. It is quantitative. And it does not reflect redistribution of wealth. It does not reflect redistribution of wealth. Money is there, but for whom money is there? So only for some selected. So India is growing, but Bharat is still in dark. India is glittering, Bharat is still facing problem. What is this, sir? What is India? What is Bharat? Article 1. India, that is Bharat, is indestructible union of destructible states. Repeat once again. What did you write just now? It does not reflect redistribution of wealth. So it does not reflect redistribution of wealth. It refers to study of generation of wealth in the process of economic activity. That's what we have written for economic growth. Now look at, we are staying in urban area where pub is there, hub is there, club is there, tank bund is there, all these facilities are available. There are so many villages which do not have transportation facility, electricity even right now. Many tribal tandas are not even registered and recognized. One side we are having India, one side we are having Bharat. So economic growth is happening in India, but economic development is not happening in Bharat. That's why if you get selected for civil services, they'll take you out for Bharat Darshan. What Darshan? Bharat Darshan. You go to a field trip and verify, directly will interact with the poorest of the poor population, most backward villages, and find out what can you do to improve their living standards. That is called as economic development. Okay? Economic development refers to improving living standards of the people. Improving living, not L-O, L-I. Improving living standards of the people along with generation of material wealth. Along with generation of material wealth. It is qualitative. It is qualitative. It is along with generation of material wealth. I repeat, it refers to improvement in living standards of people along with generation of material wealth. It is qualitative. So I said three statements. Every time economic growth may not lead to economic development. However, economic growth is a precondition for economic development. Note, N-O-T, note. Economic growth may not always lead to economic development. However, economic growth is a precondition. However, economic growth is a precondition for economic development. However, economic growth is a precondition for economic development. Now, if you read newspaper, 76th Republic Day celebrations theme is Swarnim Bharat, Vikasit Bharat, Saksham Bharat, Surakshit Bharat. So you'll understand, okay, by 2047, we want to make our India as developed nation. How do we make India as a developed nation? By increasing our national income and per capita income. Okay? So just to summarize what all we covered, we started very basic terms related to NCERTs. Now we list out the syllabus. Probably we'll be starting from tomorrow onward this. So economy syllabus, chapters as part of overview, national income, inflation, monetary policy, banking and RBI, financial market. So NCERT only I am talking about. NCERT chapters we are listing out one by one from exam perspective. So this is one block. Here we will be covering national income, concept of GDP, GNP, NDP, NNP, domestic economic territory, all that. So national income, inflation, monetary policy, banking and RBI, financial market. The other block, taxation, fiscal policy. So someone asked today, what is fiscal policy, what is monetary policy? We are going to cover monetary policy. This is second block. Taxation, fiscal policy, budgeting. So monetary policy also. Taxation, fiscal policy, budgeting. Monetary policy already we covered here. So this is budgeting. Because the correct word right now, everybody is talking about budget only. So taxation, fiscal policy, budgeting. This is the second block. The third block, external sector. Here only we are going to cover current account, capital account, BOP, external sector. Foreign trade agreements, international economic organizations, WTO, IMF, World Bank. So this is other block. External sector, foreign trade, international economic organizations, where we'll be considering WTO agreements, World Bank, IMF, BRICS, ADB, AIIB from economic perspective. Because regularly reports are asked in prelims as well as mains. So this is other block. So after this, we will be covering agriculture, industry, investment models. Investment models here means we'll be trying to cover the concepts of public-private partnership, Swiss challenge method, so infrastructure projects, roadway, railway, all that. So this is the next block, agriculture, industry and investment models. And finally, if you don't study properly, you have to experience one chapter. That chapter is called as this. Poverty and unemployment. Hopefully we should not experience. You should get people out of it. We should not experience this chapter, dear. Correct? That is called as poverty, unemployment. Then planning and Niti Aayog. After that, infrastructure. And finally, services. If you study all this properly, finally you will join civil services. That's why service sector. Correct? So as part of whatever, we are going to cover the both micro picture, macro picture, static, current affairs, interlinking of both of them. So in brief, what all we are going to start or what all we are going to study as part of economy syllabus: national income, inflation, monetary policy, banking, financial market, taxation, fiscal policy, budgeting, external sector, foreign trade, international economic organizations, agriculture, industry, investment models, poverty and employment, planning niti ayog, infrastructure, services. Okay. Hope so I entertained you today. Yes. Did not sleep. No sir, did not allow to sleep. Oh my god. I did not allow here. So did not allow to sleep, it seems. 2 to 4 is a challenging time. I know. But challenging topic also, challenging subject also. True. It's not difficult. It's very easy only. We should have right approach to follow it. So probably tomorrow onwards, we'll start with our first topic called national income. So briefly, if you feel that I'm going fast anywhere, you can tell in the class. Okay. So thank you for acting as if listening. Nice acting. So not acting, really participating only. So we'll try to cover remaining terms. Okay.